This is just one of the examples that I be talking about when I'm talking about Terrence Crawford and the propaganda that you see waged against him. And even Clarissa Shields had to call that out. Like, why are you using Terrence Bud Crawford picture and not Rolly Romero's? And it makes all the sense in the world. Why would you use Terrence Bud Crawford picture to ask this kind of a question? Especially when you have one of those big robberies like Rolly Romero, you know, when he was fighting that old dude that everybody in the world knows that he didn't deserve. If you ever seen corruption in front of your eyes, if you ever question if boxing was controlled, if boxing was corrupt, you've seen it that day. And I guess it was so funny that we forgot that it was just flat out wrong and that it shouldn't happen. But it did. So how could you skip over an event like that to put the #1 pound for pound fighter picture up here and ask the question of what you think is the biggest robbery and say it is not intentional? How could you say it is not intentional? It's almost virtually impossible. You can't say that that's not intentional. And this is what I'm talking about, the propaganda using things. And this is where fanboys become a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just trying to put it on the minds, even though the people may not fall for it. This is just like, you can see intentionally what they're trying to do. But let me tell you the good thing about all these people that seem to be coming for Crawford when you see all these articles and stuff like this. Because I was looking like, how could you use the situation? And that's how you should look at everything in life. And you should look at it exactly like this, because it's all about perspective. Everybody who's corrupt is exposing themselves by what they trying to do for Crawford. Now you got to question, well, what's going on your end? Out of all the pictures you could come up with, you mean to tell me when you ask about corruption in boxing and which ones that you think was robberies and this, that, and the third, you're going to put Terrence Bud Crawford picture up there out of all the pictures that you could have picked? And he had one of the most dominating performances that we have seen in I don't know how long. Is that really what you're going to do? That's why boxing is a clown sport at the end of the day. It truly is. Because, and I say clown sport, and I literally mean it, because it's a show. You're sitting in at a carnival, theatrics. You know, they had a strong man, you know, the bearded lady, all that stuff. This is a show.